What is going on to you, Aries? So for you, Aries, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and you have the Tower. So a lot of Scorpio energy, a lot of Mars energy really coming through. Y'all are Aries with with Scorpio influence in this reading. So that Mars energy. Anyway, so for you, Aries, right? The Queen of Pentacles speaks to a lot of you have money on your mind, priorities, things that you need to do, and obviously love, right? The Magician in a Tower, but there's a lot less patience, or I should say tolerance, that may come with a lot less tolerance that may come with actually needing to. I'm making a video. So things that may actually come with that, right? The ideology that things need to fall into place, or not the ideology. I should say the mentality that things need to fall in place if you put energy into those things, right? And that, again, understanding what works for you and what doesn't, right? Once again, not putting in too much energy when it comes to speaking to somebody that it's too difficult to get close to. You're calling them, they don't answer. They barely see you. And when I mean see you, I'm talking about they barely actually hang out with you. The reason why it is that they do that is because they're essentially playing, like I said before, it's obvious. They're playing a game. To them, they're in their head playing a game. They have the mentality that they don't necessarily know if they may ever want to see you again. So they're spending time away from you to be able to actually see if their heart wants you again, right? So it's almost like an absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of thing. But at the same time, like it is that I said before, you can't build, like, how you going to be a parent with that mentality? Like, this is what I've been talking about. Why does I say that it's too inconsistent, and that, playing ultimately everybody trying to be a Robert Greene or a Sun Tzu and all of this with the 48 laws of power and all this other type of stuff. It looks stupid, There's only one Robert Greene, and that's Robert Greene. The reason why I'm saying that is because the inconsistency, it doesn't make any sense, right? So many people want to be parents, but do they really? Because, again, in order for you to be a parent, you must see the little one often. You must see your offspring often. Like, what are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to see my offspring next month. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Come on now. Knock it off. Y'all got to get out of here. Here come the spirits now. Y'all got to go. No disrespect. But y'all going to have to go. But you know how it is. You know how it is, right? On one hand, because I got to get this off my chest because it's the truth. On one hand, it's absence makes the heart grow fonder. But then on the other hand, it's, right, let's just say you and this person were to get that far. Now the two of you have an offspring. What is the game plan at that point? Now, because if this is why I say that it's and a lot of people don't want to hear, but I keep saying this because it's the truth. It's stupid because now the inconsistency is, now that you have a little one, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to say, oh, well, let's see if absence makes the heart grow fonder? Now that makes you an uninvolved parent, which people look down upon. So the question now is that same person or you willing to actually accept that title? If anyone was to have that philosophy, You see how stupid that is? You see how stupid the game is? This is why I don't have a whole lot of tolerance for people who like to play these little silly games, because it just shows how freaking incompetent and downright stupid and idiotic the individual is. They're so caught up on trying to look freaking cool that they absolutely make themselves an imbecile. They truly do, because it's because the thing is that you could tell that they don't actually think about the things that they're doing. They're really just doing it based upon what another person told them, and the game is supposed to change. But no, you still got people doing some old tired 1970s nonsense, because the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers is about, yet again, because the truth is they too busy, right, being in a warped relationship with themselves. That's what they caught up on. They too busy in a warped relationship, a dysfunctional relationship with themselves, being pretty and handsome, and the attention that they can accumulate from unsuspecting people who don't know them yet, and all of this, who don't know them yet, and all of this, and all that type of nonsense. So now, right? So now they now want to get that type of attention from other people, to furthermore boost their self-esteem, and to be able to use people and all this other type of stuff. You know, and it's stupid at the end of the day. Right? Because if you Aries have any of these people around you as of right now, you're not supposed to be taking them seriously at all, because they're so far gone. These people are so delusional. They're so caught up in their own nonsense. They're so caught up in their own warped relationship with themselves. They're going to end up by themselves. Because that's another thing too that I haven't gotten a chance to talk about yet in a deeper sense, is the paranoia that comes with these people. It's the idea of who really likes me for me and who's trying to play me. And it's like, yo, it's not hard. It's not hard to see when somebody's trying to play you. It's not hard. First and foremost, so many people are so goofy, it's not even funny. It's not going to be a difficult task to know if somebody's playing games with you. It's not. Because with this person having this paranoia, and who, they don't want to get with anybody because, who's really for them and who's not, and all this other type of stuff. These people don't have the intelligence to really understand how caught up they actually are. They don't have the intelligence to understand when somebody is just using them. This is what it is I be telling y'all. They're not bright. They're not. When you really pay attention to them in actual application, meaning how they actually move in the real world, they're not intelligent. They're not. All you need to do, I really do wish people will really deeply understand the gravity of the situation. They're not intelligent. They're not. They don't get, like, y'all, again, you Aries y'all are not understanding the depth of what it is that I'm saying. A lot of people are dumb. They're stupid. Their IQ may be 100, maybe, but 100 is average. Anything, I'll say, between the ranges of anything, I'll say 100 to 110 is average. Anything above 110 moving forward is above average to gifted, genius, super genius, blah 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 blah. And below 100, you understand what I'm saying? most people don't have, most people are on the level of 100 to 110. And the more people play this game, the IQ is dropping. This is why a lot of people saying thing as kind of like a joke a little bit, but it's the truth. Oh, I'm losing brain cells. Because the IQ is real low. Because this person is stupid, Aries. Like this person that y'all was dealing with that you didn't necessarily know what type of time they on, they stupid. The reason why I'm saying that is because these people right here, again, they're caught up in their own delusion of superiority, right? But part of the reason why it is that they'll never actually settle down and be in a functional relationship, not a parasitic one, a functional relationship, while they'll never be in one, is because they have this delusion and fear of, well, who's really for me and who's not. And all it takes is a little bit of common sense to know who's really for you and who's not. If the person is constantly around you asking a person for stuff, getting on your nerves, lazy, they're a bum, not a vagrant, not somebody that's homeless, a person who's do nothing, they're lazy, and they don't want to do anything, and they want to continue to be lazy, and they have this ideology, this warped mentality that somebody owes them something and they should just live life and somebody needs to give them something because they're alive, and just because that's a bum. So the thing is that the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles here is about how, so the next step for you is to leave them the freak alone because they're scared of you. I know it sounds a little bit odd, but they're afraid of you. They are scared of you. What's going on here is that for you, Aries, the plan was for them, they were never trying to be in anything real with you because they're dysfunctional. So you Aries, being in a good relationship with these people is never going to happen because they're dysfunctional. Right now, they're going to move on. They're moving on. They're going to go try to talk to somebody else, get to know somebody else. And guess what's going to happen? Right? On the live card, they're going to do the very same thing again. They're not going to change, or up until they meet someone else that's in the game with them that played it better than them, and then there's no fun when it's getting done to them. So a lot of you Aries are trying to find out about this person that got on your nerves. Here it is. They're stupid. They're not the brightest bulb on the tree, nor are they the sharpest knife in the drawer. They're not. They're not that bright. They're not. Let me say this again with the Aries in me. They're not that bright. Because if they were, they would be making a lot better decisions comparatively or compared to what they are now. The way that they interact with you, they're interacting with you from a perspective of them being stupid. And what I mean by that is they are not they're not doing themselves any good with this nonsense. They're not. What they've got going on is that for them, they are going to continue to do this up until they have a couple of little ones, right? That they're probably not, unfortunately, they're not even going to take care of. So what it sounds to me like is you Aries dodged one. Y'all dodged a dysfunctional individual. And then the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords is that I know y'all like them, and I know this person came off like they were smooth and everything like that, but you Aries are going to get over it. Trust me. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. This person made a very good impression on you, but trust me, they're trash. The Lovers, Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, which is Aries, the High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. Let's get to it. The Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor. You have to stay patient. This person who you getting to know, or you thought that you was getting to know, they are not the right person. Indefinitely. Or I should say definitely. They're not the right person. The High Priestess, they're still thinking about you a lot. It's just that they want you to get caught up in their game of having them chase up on after you by ghosting you. Excuse me, having you chase up on after them. Got it the other way around. Having you chase up on after them by ghosting you. By getting you to think that you'll never see them again and all that other type of crap. See, this is how functional relationships don't actually end up happening. Because what is going to happen when responsibilities come into play, where it's shameful and embarrassing to not handle your business when time calls for it? You got to show up somewhere, and you won't even show up for your own family members, because absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? It's like, yes, but you got to know you got to know when and where and how to use that. That doesn't apply to every situation. They don't have IQ. They don't have situational awareness. They're not aware of what's going on. They just dealing with you, Aries, from a perspective of one size fits all. And you know what that shows me about them too? It shows that they don't actually really be taking the time to get to know on multiple levels the person that they're talking to, that they're hanging out with, on multiple levels. I mean that. And what I mean by that is, number one, how can they truly if they barely see you? Number two, one size fits all. And this is what I was trying to go into a few days ago. They don't even have the situational awareness to really understand, hey, you shouldn't play games with every single person. You can't. If you do that, if you do play games with every single person, that in on itself shows a lack of awareness. Because you playing games with an individual who doesn't have the time for that, and what ends up happening, you fumble a really good option that you had right here, but you messed up on. You see what I'm saying? So the thing, and you don't feel the consequences of that until later. So the thing is that the High Priestess is about, they're still checking for you. They're still looking at what you got. If you Aries have social media, they're still looking at you and what you got going on. It's just that they're just doing it from the clouds, right? Like they're doing it without leaving comments and likes and all that stuff. They're just looking. And then the thing, or waiting for you to call them. But the Queen of Pentacles is about, but you Aries are not going to call them, which is going to send them, it's going to send them off. It's going to send them through a whole loop. It's going to put them in their bag. Like, what is going on? Why didn't it work? And then now the ball is back in their court. And now you, Aries, have the power, your own power back, because now it's, oh, you ain't calling. You Aries ain't calling. What exactly are you Aries got? What do you Aries got going on? This is why it is that I say it's a very good idea to understand what your emotional budget is. Understand, talking to the person, how much are you willing to tolerate? How much time are you actually willing to spend talking to this person? I do a month, generally on average. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's up to a month. I never do over a month though. So that's it. Peace.